Today I'm going to show you how to make the Tiffany style bracelet. You're going to want to use either a 12 gauge chain or a 14 gauge chain. The typical traditional Tiffany's bracelet uses the 12 gauge. Some people like the 14 gauge as well. So you can use either 12 gauge or 14 gauge, whichever you like. So the first thing you're gonna do is choose your wire. So I've chosen 12 gauge bronze or brass. You guys would wanna choose brass. I'm gonna measure out 12 inches. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a ruler and take about 12 inches. You only need a total of 25 jump rings for this, so you don't need too many. Okay, so then I put my jump ring maker, which looks like this. I put that in my vise, okay, and tighten that up. And now I'm only gonna wrap at the top because if you notice the jump ring maker was tapered. I only wanna get the fat part, and I'm gonna leave a bit of a tail here so that I can pull and wrap. So what I do first is I take this tail and push it and cross it over the other tail. Now this is my leverage, what I'm gonna hold on to. And what I'm gonna wrap with is this one, but I got it upside down, so I'm gonna go this way so that I'm not going over top of it. And then just like regular jump rings, you're going to pull this as tight as you can, but I'm keeping my hand on the leverage tail that I made as I'm pulling this around. And the tighter and neater that you make these jump rings, the better your bracelet will turn out. And you really do have to stand to do this because you have to put some weight into it with your body weight, and just pull. And I'm pulling pretty tight. I'm trying to keep my jump rings right up next to each other so that I don't get any wonky shaped jump rings. And I'm just making a giant spring, just like we did before when we did the smaller ones. So it looks like I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 jump rings from one 12-inch coil. So that's not too bad. So I'll need about 2 12-inch coils, and maybe I can get a little bit more out of the next one. So because I had that one little area that there was a space in between, I just lightly tapped it on my steel block with my jeweler's hammer. Okay, and now I'm just going to begin to saw through that, just like you did when you made the smaller jump rings. You're just going to take your saw, put your fingers in between. Make sure you're sawing on a diagonal because you want these to fit together just right, okay? So then you just continue to saw through. It takes a little bit more to saw through these because they're fatter. If you want to, you can wrap them in masking tape. But there you have it. Then you have like perfect jump rings, and you only need 25. So that's not too bad. Once you're done making those, you want to make 6 16 gauge jump rings in the same color. Okay? Thank you.